Why many people will never get married these days. The shift in how people view marriage today is not happening by accident. It is being shaped by technology, economics, psychology, social media, and changing cultural values. Modern relationships now exist in a world filled with distractions, unrealistic expectations, financial pressure, and endless alternatives. Many people still desire love, companionship, and family, but maintaining a long-term relationship has become psychologically and emotionally harder than ever before. Here are some of the most powerful reasons modern marriage and compatibility are becoming increasingly difficult. 1. The paradox of choice. Dating apps have created the illusion that there is always someone better, just one swipe away. In previous generations, people chose from a smaller social circle and learned to build with the person they had. Today, endless options make many people feel they should never fully settle. This creates a dangerous mindset. Instead of working through flaws, people replace partners quickly. Psychologists call this the paradox of choice, when too many options actually reduce satisfaction and increase anxiety. Social media and dating apps also train people to constantly compare their relationships with curated online fantasies. As a result, many people abandon healthy relationships while chasing perfection that does not exist. Modern dating has turned many relationships into temporary interviews instead of long-term commitments. 2. High financial barriers. Marriage used to be the beginning of building a life together. Today, many people feel they must already have life figured out before even considering marriage. Rising housing costs, inflation, unemployment, student debt, and economic instability have made commitment feel financially risky. Many men delay marriage because they feel financially inadequate. Many women delay marriage because they want economic security and stability first. Weddings themselves have also become expensive status events fueled by social media pressure, making marriage appear like a luxury milestone instead of a practical partnership. Financial stress is now one of the leading causes of relationship conflict worldwide. People are no longer just asking, "Do I love this person?" They are asking, "Can we survive financially together?" 3. Prioritization of self-actualization. Modern culture strongly promotes independence, self-discovery, career growth, travel, and personal freedom. People are taught to focus on themselves first for years before considering commitment. Unlike previous generations that prioritized family building early, many modern adults prioritize experiences, goals, and personal identity before long-term partnership. The problem is that marriage requires sacrifice, compromise, patience, and emotional responsibility, values that often clash with hyper-individualistic lifestyles. Many people now fear that commitment will slow down their personal ambitions or reduce their freedom. Social media also glorifies a lifestyle of constant excitement, luxury, and self-focus, making ordinary long-term partnership appear boring in comparison. As a result, people become highly skilled at building careers, but emotionally unprepared for sustainable relationships. 4. Lack of conflict resolution skills. Many modern relationships collapse not because love is absent, but because communication skills are weak. Heavy digital communication has reduced real face-to-face interaction and emotional patience. People now spend more time texting than truly talking. This creates shallow communication habits where misunderstandings escalate quickly. Instead of learning to solve conflict calmly, many people ghost, avoid difficult conversations, shut down emotionally, or replace partners entirely. Social media also conditions people to seek instant gratification and instant emotional validation. But real relationships involve uncomfortable conversations, disagreements, and periods of emotional frustration. Previous generations often developed stronger tolerance for interpersonal discomfort because they interacted more physically within communities and families. Today, many people are emotionally connected online, but psychologically disconnected in real life. 5. Changing legal and social risks. Many people now view marriage through a risk versus reward lens. High divorce rates, expensive legal battles, child custody disputes, and asset division have made some people fearful of long-term commitment. For many men especially, marriage is increasingly seen as financially dangerous if the relationship fails. For many women, marriage can also feel risky due to concerns about emotional instability, betrayal, or unequal domestic responsibilities. Modern society has also normalized divorce to the point where marriage no longer feels permanent. In previous generations, social pressure encouraged couples to work through hardship longer. Today, many relationships end quickly once happiness declines. As commitment becomes less stable culturally, fear surrounding marriage naturally increases. People are no longer only afraid of choosing the wrong partner, they are afraid of the consequences of choosing wrong. 6. Hyper-independence. Modern society increasingly celebrates the mindset of, "I don't need anyone." While independence is healthy, extreme hyper-independence can make emotional vulnerability feel uncomfortable or even threatening. Many people have experienced betrayal, unstable households, absent parents, heartbreak, or disappointment, causing them to emotionally rely only on themselves. As a defense mechanism, they avoid deep dependency or commitment. But successful marriage requires interdependence, shared responsibility, shared sacrifice, shared emotional support, and compromise. Hyper-independence often turns relationships into power struggles instead of partnerships. Many people want companionship emotionally, but resist the loss of control that intimacy requires. This creates a contradiction. People crave closeness while simultaneously fearing it. 7. The soulmate myth. Modern entertainment and social media have created unrealistic expectations about love. Many people now expect one person to fulfill every emotional, financial, romantic, intellectual, and psychological need at all times. The modern partner is expected to be attractive, emotionally intelligent, wealthy, loyal, ambitious, entertaining, supportive, mentally strong, and endlessly exciting. This creates impossible standards. Real relationships involve routine, stress, flaws, boredom, sacrifice, and imperfection. But social media only shows highlight reels, vacations, gifts, romantic moments, and staged happiness. As a result, ordinary, healthy relationships begin to feel inadequate. People often leave good partners because they mistake temporary emotional intensity for compatibility. The perfect soulmate fantasy has made many people emotionally intolerant of normal relationship struggles. 8. Erosion of shared values. Historically, marriage was supported by strong communities, religion, tradition, family structure, and shared cultural expectations. Couples often had a collective reason to stay together beyond feelings alone. Today, many of those shared frameworks have weakened. Modern relationships are now heavily centered on personal happiness and emotional fulfillment. The problem is that emotions naturally fluctuate over time. Without shared values, shared purpose, or deeper principles holding the relationship together, many couples struggle during difficult seasons. People may love each other emotionally, but still lack alignment in finances, religion, parenting, discipline, lifestyle, ambition, or long-term goals. And when there is no common foundation, small disagreements eventually become major fractures. Love alone is often not enough to sustain long-term compatibility. Shared values are what give relationships direction when emotions become unstable. Subscribe for more uncomfortable truths about modern life, human behavior, success, and the world we live in. And turn on notifications, because the next video may explain something most people never notice.